Hi friends, thanks for clicking on this video. Today I just want to sit down with you guys and do just a nice basic spring tutorial makeup look. This is kind of my go-to look for every day now. It doesn't change too much throughout the seasons. Yeah, I'm gonna be sitting down using some of my favorite products. Some are older, some are newer, some are high-end, some are drugstore, so it's kind of a mix of everything. So if you like this look, please keep watching. All right, guys, let's hop right on in with the first product I'm going to put on my face. Please ignore my chapped lips. Yeah. I'm going to be using the MAC Strobe Cream. This is a classic for sure. I've also recently bought the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. They're very similar, however, I just keep going back to this. And it's definitely cheaper. I don't know what it is, but this like smells kind of weird and it's a little off-putting. It kind of smells like crayons. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with this. Now before I put this strobe cream on, I just put on my regular sort of daytime skin care. So, you know, moisturizer and SPF, because that's very important. It looks like it's still snowing here, but it's not. It's just the way the sun is hitting the window. It's definitely almost spring. All right, next I'm gonna go in with what I think is becoming, or what will quickly become, my favorite foundation. And I just did a review on this, and that's the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop. It's awesome. I've used it a couple times, so, you know, I haven't been using it for months and months, so I guess my opinion could still change. However, I really love the way this goes on. I haven't applied it over the strobe cream yet, so we'll see how that goes. So my favorite way to apply this at the moment is with my fingers, and then I'll go in with a beauty sponge and kind of make sure everything's blended and take off any excess product. Oh, I think this stuff goes on so nicely. Now, I do find that I use a little more of this product than I normally would if I go in with like a CC cream or something like that. And I don't really know why that is. I guess because this is a light-ish foundation. I mean, it's described as light to medium. And at the moment, I feel like my pigmentation is a little darker than usual just because I'm pregnant, and that usually happens when you get pregnant. So I feel like I use probably the equivalent of like 2 pumps. Oh, but this feels so nice on the skin, really. I definitely recommend you guys checking this out because the Sephora VIB sale is coming up in a day. So it'll probably already have started when I post this. So run on over because, oh my gosh, I'm sure like half of the colors are gonna sell out in like 2 seconds. So now I just wanna make sure everything's blended, and I'm using the Surreal Technique sponge. All right, yeah, so I think that gives a nice light to medium coverage, and I'm really happy with the way it goes on, the way it feels on, the way it wears. Yeah, couldn't recommend this product more. And I took the shade 2 just for reference. All right, now I'm gonna go in with some concealer. And this concealer, I definitely have a very much so a love-hate relationship with, and that is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Liquid Concealer. I hate this packaging so much. I also think it's way too expensive for the amount of product that you actually get. However, this is my 3rd tube of it, so I guess the joke's on me. So, but like, it's even like hard to open. Like, why is that so hard? And then it comes with one of those little like squishy guys up top here, which sucks up so much product. And like I said, I feel like there isn't a ton of product to begin with. So this just like a waste in there. But I don't want to pull it off because this thing was so expensive and I'm scared to ruin it. However, the actual product itself is pretty damn good. It's a really nice sort of thin formula. It's not drying, but it's not like super moisturizing either. It's just kind of a nice happy medium. It does not settle into any of my fine lines, which is important because I'm a little older. So I definitely have them. Also, sometimes my under eyes can start to look a little crepey. Ooh. And this doesn't accentuate that at all. I'll just take my forefingers. All right, so yeah, I think that's evened everything out really nicely. I'm just gonna go over it with a beauty sponge to make sure everything is blended. And yeah, I'm happy with the way that looks. All right, so just for a little bit of contour, I'm going to use the Fenty Match Stick. Match. So now just for a little bit of contour, I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Match Stick in the shade Mocha. And I don't do a ton of contouring because that's just like not my vibe, but we'll do a little bit. And then on my double chin that decided to start appearing. So I have like one chin for every month I've been pregnant, which is fantastic. Are my chins gone yet? Are they still there? This lighting is a bit wonky. Whoa, whoa. There we are, that's blended out very nicely. Let's go in with some powder. So I'm a big fan of the Laura Mercier powder. I'm also a big fan of the Huda Beauty powder. So the one that was just closest to me today is the travel version of the Laura Mercier one. I'm out of my big one, which I will be reordering when the VIB sale starts. Yeah. I'm really not too picky when it comes to powders just because I have dry skin, so I don't use a ton of powder. Let me just get out any creases that might have snuck in. Okay, so just a skosh of powder in my T-zone. What do I do next? Let's do some brows next. So I use the Clarins eyebrow pencil in the shade Soft Blonde. I think it's like literally the absolute perfect color for my skin tone and my hair. I don't love that it's a pencil. I'd rather it be one of those like finely tipped pencils that you didn't have to resharpen. Because I feel like I have to resharpen this every other time I use it. But I keep using it because I think the color is so nice. And it was kind of pricey, so I need to use it to make it worth the price. I do want to try one of those like marker ones. You know, the ones that kind of look like it should be an eyeliner, but it's actually for your brows. I'm really interested in those because I feel like you get like really cool little like hair-like strokes. They'd actually look like hair. If anyone knows a good brand that does one, please leave a comment because I'm very interested. All right, all set with the pencil. Now for a brow setter, I'm gonna go in with this little e.l.f. guy. This is like $3 and it's awesome. I have this in the shade Taupe. It's just like a gel with some little bit of like those microfiber hairs in there. So it's gonna keep your brows in place, but it's also gonna make them look a little fuller. Then I always go in and kind of pat down those little like owl hairs that I get. I don't like to trim my brows too often just because I like a fuller brow look. However, sometimes they can get a little spiky. Now we're gonna go in with some bronzer. This is another Charlotte Tilbury product that I have a very much so a love-hate relationship with because I love the bronzer, but hate the highlighter. The highlighter is kind of chunky and glittery and I don't think it just sits well on my skin at all. However, the bronzer is really nice. So I do think it's a little bit of a waste of money to pay so much for a product and only use half of it. So I do like to venture out and try new bronzers every once and again, but I don't know. Sometimes I keep coming back to this guy. Just get those double chins again. And I always put some right under my nose and just scooch down my neck as well. Okay, now I go in with a sort of like a more tapered fluffy brush and I put a little in my crease because I'm not huge on eyeshadow just because I don't have a ton of lid space. So I don't know, eyeshadow kind of can like close in my eyes sometimes, but I do want to put a little bit of color there. I'll just go in with a tapered brush and kind of like swirl it around the bronzer and put some in my crease and use that as eyeshadow. And I think it kind of gives a nice like monochromatic look too. All right, there we go. Now I'm gonna go in and put a little bit of blush on my face. I love the Cheek to Cheek Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk blush. I actually love her entire Pillow Talk line. It's beautiful. This blush just has like a little bit of a sheen to it, just enough so I feel like I don't really need a highlighter, but it's not like fake or glittery looking. I think it's really, really pretty. I think I've been using this for like years. All right, I feel good about that. Now it's time for some mascara. I'm personally not an eyeliner type of person either. I go for very minimal eye looks, but I do love a long, thick lash to kind of make up for the fact that I don't do big eye looks. Anyway, so my ride or die mascara is the Dior Show Over Curl. I only like it in the shade brown, which is the 694 shade. Unfortunately, they stopped selling this shade in Sephora, so I kind of have to wait to get it when Nordstrom does sales. Because once again, I think this is very overpriced. But I've been using this for years. It's amazing. I'd love to find something that was equally as amazing that was cheaper. And I've been trying a ton of different drugstore mascaras, but it's hard to find a drugstore mascara in the shade brown. Most of them are like brownish black, which just end up looking kind of gray, which isn't what I'm going for. Now, the reason why I prefer a brown mascara as opposed to a black is because I'm so pale and I do have blonde hair that I feel like black just like sticks out so much. I'm not really into any sort of crazy makeup look. I prefer something more natural. So I feel like the brown kind of just goes with that better. This mascara is on its last legs though. I'm like scraping the bottom of the tube. Another thing I really love about this mascara is that it still keeps your lashes kind of soft, even if you're doing like 2 or 3 coats. And so that in the evening, if you have plans to go out or something like that, you can still kind of get in there with the brush and add an extra coat just to kind of like amp up your look. All right, so I'm happy with my eyes. Let's move on to some lips. Okay, for lip products, I'm going to be going in with 2 NYX products actually. And this is the NYX Lip Pencil in Peekaboo Neutral. And I'm also really been loving this, I mean, it's like a cannabis lip oil, and there is actual THC in here. It's listed as the very last ingredient, with it saying contains less than 0.001% THC. So I'm pretty sure this is safe for everyone to use. But anyways, I got this as a sample and I ended up really liking it. Because I'm just gonna be applying a clear gloss over it, I'm gonna fill in the entire lip. So I'm just gonna go over that with a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude pencil, just to really define the edges. Yeah, this is hands down my favorite lip liner. It's Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude. It's fantastic. All right, we're just gonna take the gloss. This is a really moisturizing gloss. Oh, excuse me, it's a lip conditioner. So yes, it's definitely gonna be more moisturizing than your typical gloss. Yeah, and it just feels really nice on the lips. It's like a mix between like a lip gloss and a lip oil, all combined. All right, and then before a setting spray, I just like to go over my entire face with a beauty sponge to make sure everything is blended. All right, the last step that I do is apply this glowy finishing spray from Catrice. It's awesome and it's so affordable. I think it's like, I don't know, I got it at Ulta, but it sells out. So if you see it, grab it. All right, friends, there you go. This is the finished look. It's just a very nice, easy spring makeup look. A little on the bronzy side for me, but we're not like totally full summer bronze yet. I mean, if I ever get there. Let me just take you guys over by the window and show you what this looks like in natural lighting. Here we are, folks. Here's my very professional setup. Yeah, so this is me in natural lighting. I think everything looks really nice. I'm really enjoying this new foundation, let me tell you. And when they say that it's blurring, it blurs because I have more wrinkles than are appearing on my face right now. So I'm really happy that this foundation is keeping those at bay. Anyways, please subscribe to my channel, come on back here, visit me. This is mostly going to be beauty related content. However, I am 8 months pregnant, so there will be some maternity stuff thrown in there as well. Anyways, I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Happy Easter. If you don't celebrate Easter, happy Sunday. And yeah, go outside, get some fresh air, and enjoy this beautiful weather. Bye.